Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast for a brand new episode this week. Where again, it's been action packed. We've done well in leaving the podcast to the Tuesday as always. Stewart Robertson's left the club. That's going to be in the summer though. But his time at Rangers is coming to an end. He'll be replaced by James Bisgrove in the CEO role. We'll talk about the Aberdeen defeat, of course, on Sunday. Really poor game. And then we'll look ahead to the cup semi final if there's any really positivity left with a squad. What can Beale sort of muster out of these players for one last push of the season? And there's also been a couple of transfer rumours over the past 24 hours as well that we'll comment on. But as always, if you'd like, subscribe, share for us. Very much appreciated. And we'll firstly go on to that game at Aberdeen. Poor, really bad. Reminded me a lot of a Geo game, to be honest. This just standing there watching it, like just emotionless. Just didn't even feel it. And just I wanted the rain and wind to just blow me away out the fucking stadium. It was that bad. Aye, just for the team came out as well. I know obviously we've got injuries and we're trying to work with what we've got. You're looking at the team now and it's just like uninspiring. It's just the same thing all the time. You just kind of want new ideas to come into the place now. And obviously we started the game. We started the game all right, to be fair. Had chances. I mean, the one for Fashion Sakala just stuck in my brain. And like 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper and he can't score. Morelos had one cleared off the line, and Raskin had one as well. Like we had chances in the first half, but as always, we just don't take our chances, and then we end up getting punished in the second half by an Aberdeen team who obviously were really well drilled. They looked like they wanted to get the victory as well. Every player was chasing down us. We were just far too slack in the ball, waiting in the ball coming, too slow to make any movements. Not enough creativity in the final third at all, and we just always look we've got a mistake in us at the back. So, all in all, really disappointing.
Shocking, mate. Absolutely shocking. As I say, players look like they couldn't really care. Like you see, as we say, probably on the beach. And that's concerning when we've got, the biggest game of the season because it's all we've got left to play for, which is the Scottish Cup. But it was just not good enough at all. As you say, a couple of chances. Sakala one's really the one that I'm more disappointed in the full team, really, in the performance. As you say, mistakes to the back for Davies again. You're starting to worry there, with the back, as you say, shows you how massive a miss Connor Goldson is. Say it all the time, the real captain, as we say, the people's captain, on this podcast. But no, just really shocked. I'm not really shocked, but just disappointed, mate, in the terms of the commitment and the levels to actually, you know what I mean, go and win this game here. Do you know what I mean? Especially after Celtic drawn, you were thinking yourself, right, maybe get a victory. Obviously, you know it's done, but
Nah, just get a bit of positivity about the
as,
place.
but
Like,
before going into the semi-final, you know what I mean, make you that wee boost. But yeah, as I say, I think if you give credit, as I say, Aberdeen there, they were aggressive, you say, well drilled and turned up and wanted to win the game. Do you know what I mean? Probably the only game, as we say, they turn up to win. But
I know that's the thing you've got to look at though. Is even as a team, like they're going to turn up and they're going to fight like fuck to win this game here, and like you have to go and apply yourself as best as possible to win this game. And you just see for the chances we missed and then the goals we obviously lost. There was no way we were scoring in
through
this
the
game.
motions as well. Like it wasn't good enough at all, man. As I say, the first goal, there's nothing you can do about that for me, really. Do you know what I mean? It's a fluke goal. You know what I mean? You know better. You were up there. You were getting blown away with the win. So, but the second one's just Barisic, please go in the summer, lad, please.
And we'll go on to the team now. McGregor again for the goal. You'll look at it, and it's literally one of those things that probably before the ball even reaches Liam Scales, it's like you're wanting somebody to either close the player down or you're wanting Morelos to go and retrieve the ball rather than waiting on it. And then
See,
from there, obviously, he hits into the goal.
This is where we get into the debate there. I know you say Morelos, and I'm more of the thing. I think Tillman should get out there quick enough. Do you know what I mean? Put a bit of pressure on the boy, but just one of those debates me and you are sort of stuck on here because I don't think Morelos can do it. And Morelos is slipping.
I think it's not in terms of just this goal that I have that problem with. Like, I have that problem just in general with the way we play. Like, I just think we're always waiting in the ball. We're always so slow to build up play. And I feel like that was sort of the prime example of it basically coming up haunt us. Morelos, I mean, why is he even out there, to be honest? Why is he even out in the wing?
But he's always, you know what he's like? you know what I mean? You know what?
It was obviously quite a hospital ball for Tavernier and all. I mean, the actual passing in the game was shocking.
I
I
was
thought.
talking to aye.
I mean, you've got in between Lundstrom trying to trap a ball and fucking volley the ball as hard as he can to his teammates. I mean, you've got one there, and Tavernier. It was a poor pass. Obviously a great finish if he meant it, the boy.
He
But
didn't mean that. He didn't mean that.
um, I probably should have closed him down earlier. I should be busting a gut to go and receive the ball and try and make something happen. The second goal is just it's the same goal we lose near enough all the time, although it comes for a looping cross and a header this time. Instead of just a pass across the face of the goal, and Barisic just caught at him. I mean, even in the World Cup, he get caught with that. Like, just terrible. And that should be it for Borna Barisic. That should be just burn his jersey. Just he's done. I think it's genuinely been a myth that he's ever been good. Like ever, he's not a good defender. You'll maybe get the one out of what 10 games that he'll impress you. Like Celtic Park, the last couple of games there, he was good. No complaints with that. All he's got in his locker is crossing. That's it. He can fire in a good cross now and then, but that's the area we
Who's
just
been saying that
need.
all along? Who's been saying that all along? I'm just saying. I've been saying it all along. He is dug. See, apart from crossing the ball in, he is dug, mate. You know what I mean? And we paid what on 5 odd million for the Almaz. I know he had a also had the injury and getting him back into fitness and what paid the fee for him, and definitely he's for me.
It's just one of the things that we've talked about so many times with players that come to this club. Too scared to go and give him a chance. Just put up. I just want to see if a player is
Just put him
good.
in. I
Just
hate
put
to
him
bring
in
it up.
anywhere.
I hate to bring it up as I say. Also, we're on about game players like look at Diablo now. He's flourishing in the championship. He's flying goals and assists. All you wanted him was to get a chance up here. And, aye, but no, it's for me. Barisic is done. I've been saying it. He's done. He had, as I say, had a good game, Celtic Park. But I was about it, man. And aye, for me, he's definitely one in the summer that has to be
But then
moved.
I look at what Michael Beale said about him as well. When I'm watching games and Michael Beale's come out and he's obviously said about Barisic being good, and I think he's just one of the people that is blind to criticism of Beale personally, similar to Lundstrom as well. How's Lundstrom even getting a game? Like, you've got Glenn Kamara on the bench. I don't care how bad Glenn Kamara has been this season. He is better than John Lundstrom like 10 times over. I can't wait to get to we talk about him, but Barisic, he should go, but you know the way obviously Beale came out in the press and said, "Oh, the majority of this team will be here next season." I fucking hope not. Ben Davies, He's struggling. He's struggling.
He's lost without his father, like we all are. We're all lost without Connor Goldson. It's concerning. It's concerning that he can't play well without Connor Goldson for me.
Obviously, they put a good partnership together and there was no rotation in it. So I get obviously building that bond with somebody. You're keeping clean sheets and you're playing well and whatever. But it's two tough away games. Obviously, Celtic Park and then Pittodrie. They've had to come in and they've played together. But we should be working on these things. If anything happens to Golds and anybody in the team, we should be making different partnerships and working on different tactics to go and sort it. And I don't really think it is maybe down to the tactics. I just think Ben Davies is so weak. I look at Suter and I look at he's physical. I can tell he's a centre half. Whereas I'm looking at Davies, I'm like, he's a good option to have, but is he really the guy you would want to be going starting all the time? I don't know. I thought there was a couple of times he was bullied for the ball and I just miscued passes and stuff like that. He didn't do it for me on Sunday. And the quicker Goldson's back, just get him in. Like, he's so important, vital with this team. He is the most important player we've got. Because immediately after he goes out of the team, you notice where the frailties lie. And just please get him back. Just can't watch.
I can't watch it. That's a comical act. These two together, it is a comical act. So he's on a better Connor Goldson's back. So it's the leadership. It's just to be able to command the defense as well. It's for me that's missing these. It's an oddball pairing. I feel like you know what I mean. Davies is a weird one as you say, but I don't know. Maybe it's just lacks of concentration at times as well. Do you know what I mean? Just to pass the ball sometimes the way he does. You see Suter, he looks like a centre half.
Thought Suter actually played well in this game. To be fair.
I don't know if MD played well in this game, to be fair.
If I had to pick one player, it'd be Suter. I thought he'd done himself no harm, to be honest.
I don't know about that. He gave the ball away a couple of times or not.
Aye, give the ball away, whatever, but he was physical in the tackle. He was trying to break forward when he
Aye.
had it, and
Every time he gets in for a tackle, you're thinking to yourself, here we go, he's going to get injured, isn't he?
but I just look in the
Stuff like that.
comparison to Davies for me. I just
No, in the
think
comparison to Davies, absolutely, I'll give you that. Aye, but I don't know, man. I'm just a bit. I think he's a good enough centre half, but I don't think he's good enough to start for us. I'm being honest. I don't.
I think he's the ideal partner for Goldson in my opinion. A guy that Ben Davies was brought in to be a left-footed player to go and
It's,
play with the ball and pass out for the back.
I don't know.
Suter can do that as well.
We'll see what happens when Goldson comes back, but I don't know, man. I think Goldson comes back, Davies will be all right. I think he's just missing his father. I think that's all it is.
I'd be starting my preferred partner for Goldson Suter, but we'll see what happens on Sunday.
We'll see. There'll be day two starting again, probably. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Day two start again. It's 3 or 4. I'm telling you.
Aye, I know. I know. You just want Goldson to come back and obviously give a bit of solidity to the team, even if he hasn't played in the past couple of weeks. Like he's going to be key if we have to take in for the game. Tavi, on the other hand, again dropped a stinker. Just stinking. I think I could probably count in one hand how many good performances he's had this season. He was poor. Raskin again, he was all right.
Had a bit of a knock. Apparently, to Bill, he had a bit of knock, so they were a bit
Aye.
angry with that. Maybe that can thing me down to it. But I don't think he was.
I know he probably wasn't 100%, but again wasn't the greatest performance I've ever seen for Raskin. Lundstrom is pish. Lundstrom is absolute pish. Just trying to watch this guy pass a football or just keep up with somebody for pace, make a tackle. He just struggles to even do anything anymore. And I'm like, what happened to you? He used to be last season. This time he was probably the best midfielder in the Europa League. Like consistently, game after game, he was 9 out of 10 every time. You could rely on him. He'd be good for you, but he's just, I don't know if it's confidence. I don't know if it's been injuries over the season. I don't know if he's unfit, but he has just been a disaster this season.
An absolute disaster. As you say, you don't know what it is. I don't know, mate. As you say, I just think we need the clear out there. And he's probably one. As you say, this time last year, one of the best players in the Europa League and whatever you so it's crazy to see, but you can't rely on that stuff, and I think that's what he's done. I think he's sort of he's run for last season.
I remember him going on that Paddy the Baddy podcast, right? And he said, I'd love to finish my career up at Rangers. I genuinely think because that moment happened, he thought that was it.
That was it,
aye. He's been shite.
It happens all the time. Do you know what I mean? Where you have players like that they think, do you know what I mean? Oh, now I'm on a bit of form, I'm going to struggle this. Do you know what I mean? You can never rely on that, man. But he's not in the best place. Do you know what I mean? So
if he starts the semi-final, we're done anyway. Regardless if Goldson comes back in the middle of the park, it cannot be him that plays. Morelos, I don't know why it's arranged like this on this. It looked more like they were playing 2 up top. But Morelos again, just. I mean, he had moments. He had that chance, obviously, but it was cleared off the line. That's all I can really remember of the game. That shot that he just fired, I don't even know where it went out for out of the corner flag or something. Just
kinda... in the first half.
No, that was the second half.
I know what you're on about. No, I mean, I feel it for my boys sometimes. Do you know what I mean? But what can you do? I just he even had to be hanging with what's his name? I can't remember, the centre half or whatever, and he's getting over that and everything. So I mean, probably a bit of humour there, but Morelos is definitely you just got it. You can tell by how he's playing and what he's singing, and you can just I just know.
You can tell by what Bill's said about him as well. He's never actually once said, I want to keep him.
I know. So love to hear their conversations. It must be interesting. Morelos and Bill. But the translator sitting there. Morelos, he doesn't understand English. Me no habla. Me one
more. Morelos was poor, and he has been poor for quite a large part of this season. He's not been good enough. Todd Cantwell was running about like a headless chicken in this game. I mean, I think he passed out the park twice.
Do you know what I like about Cantwell? He doesn't go. I don't think he goes hiding. Even when he's hanging, at least he's always.
He doesn't.
He always tries to get the ball, and even if he's trying to do something, do you know what I mean? It may not pay off, but at least he's trying. That's what I can say for him. Your boy there. I mean, we're going to talk to him about him next. But I find your boy to be a bit lazy sometimes. I just if we had more Todd Cadwells, I like just the effort and the commitment to just keep going, keep going. And
But
also,
for me, when I look at Cantwell, I'm looking at a guy that we've brought in to go and dig us out of these holes and go and
aye,
create the
absolutely,
chances, and
absolutely.
I've
That's
yet to see that really
see
happen
that
yet.
you've yet to see him just go. Do you know what? Come here and just grab the game. Which is a bit angry as you say, because obviously don't know what the fee was, but obviously you know the level he's played at. You think he should be doing that kind of performance, but I just can't fault him for his effort. At least he tries for me. That's the thing. I look at him every time. I'm like, he's chasing the ball down. He's getting everything he's got to just try and get us over the line. But you'd like to see him hit a shot once in a while. Do you know what I mean? Instead of trying playing a wee cute pass, in which there was a couple of that between Tillman and whatever, try to do back heels and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, cut that out. Let's just get the
No,
basics. I mean, because
no,
he just
no,
kept trying to walk the ball in the net and all. See, just try to walk it in the net all the time. It does my head. And going to just somebody grab the game, as we say, by the scruff. Hit a dig. Somebody do something. Because that goalkeeper ain't that good. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, no,
but
no,
maybe,
no. He had a good game there, but I obviously,
but why did he have a good game? Do you know what I mean? That's what
I
they
expecting
can
more
all
if he
tell
can't.
you.
Well,
Yeah.
Tillman, again, he wasn't great, but
Created chances,
all
but
our chances were created by
through
him.
him, absolutely.
And that's
But
what I want for my attacking midfielder. I want him to go and create his chances. And I mean, the majority of them, obviously, the Sakal one's putting a plate. All he needs to do is go and finish it. Matondo, again, he put him through and he hit the post. Like, I think he, three or four chances. I can remember we actually had in the game. All sort of came through Tillman, but
Tillman,
the argument is obviously going back and fighting for the ball back. He's lazy, but when you look at the actual stats of the game, he made the most tackles in the team out of
what
everybody in
game
this
was
game.
what game was that? Because I never seen him make it. What game was that? He was making tackles, and I've not seen him make a tackle. What are you on about?
I'm pretty sure he was the guy that made the most tackles in this full game.
Fair enough creating the chances in that, but see the work off the ball, I don't think it's good enough at all. You know what I mean? I don't feel it, as I say, for that one. I know I keep bringing it up, but bro, just get out to him quick. Do you know what I mean? Get out there, put him under a bit of pressure. Most tackles in the game he made.
I seen it yesterday.
That's got to be wrong. That
Um, again, I don't like criticising the guy too much because I still know his age. I still know he's going to
I but
learn, he's going to
no,
grow, and he's going
listen.
to become the player that I think he'll become.
Criticism. That's how you get better as being criticised. You know what I mean? He's got to be his own biggest critic. You've got to give him critics. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and just hang him because he's age, mate. He needs to do that work off the ball as well for me.
But he does do it. That's I don't never really get that argument. He does do it.
No, right, but he doesn't do it enough for me. As I'm saying to you here, he just
But
get out.
maybe if the midfield and all that were actually decent,
I
they
know.
would.
Well, I mean, if he wasn't playing with John Lundstrom and he was playing with some of the quality Bayern Munich, you've got if they want to ship some of them over.
But the only
Okay.
problem I have with Tillman is maybe how long he waits in the ball and maybe how
The
slow
QB
he is.
passes, see sometimes where he goes to do the wee 1-2 with a QB pass and that, and it doesn't pay off. I'm like, come on,
But
what?
I think maybe a lot of the blame's been put on him
I'm
unfairly.
not blaming him. I'm not blaming him.
No,
I but
I'm not saying you are, but just in general, what I seen on
general,
Twitter after the game, oh, I would never waste 5 million on this guy and all that. Like,
no, I would still.
it's like it's not just his fault. It's not, oh, I'm not going to sign this guy because he will improve us and he has improved us all season. He's probably going to win a player of the year, right? Like, um, I just don't really get putting the blame on him, but I get where it comes from in the term of obviously you want him to go and score and create because he's kind of done that all season. But it was one of his poorer games definitely, but I mean he's still making the chances, and if we had competent forwards that
Could
scored
finish.
goals,
I do the job. I'm
we
not.
would
No,
we would be out there with 3 or 4. Do you know what I mean?
but I'm not saying that. As I say, down to him. There's several others who could show if you're going to put individual blame. Could show the bit. As I say, Team Hingme and the team didn't turn up at all. Altogether, collectively, they didn't turn up. I mean, creatively, you can't fault him. And as I say, for a loan signing coming here and at his age and what have you, it's to me it has been a successful loan, and it's somebody you would bring in for next season. Will he sign? I personally, I'll be honest, I don't know if he will sign. I don't know if he will. He seems like quite an ambitious player as well. I think as I said, I think a couple of seasons here could do him good, and then maybe he goes back to Bayern Munich or what have you. But
That's what I would be looking at. That's probably the conversations everybody's having with him as well. Like, go and play
win
at
some,
this level.
try and win some trophies, European football, and you know what I mean. When you feel like when Bayern Munich or what have you feel like you're ready to come into their starting, there you go. You know what I mean?
Exactly, that opportunity is always going to be there for him, and he'll keep getting better. But then you're looking at games like Sunday, and you're looking at the big games. You're wanting to
These
go
are the
and
games he has to step up in.
impose.
Absolutely,
You're
because
wanting to go to
for
aye.
me, he doesn't step up time and time again. You look at the Celtic games, as I say, I don't think he's turned up in them really at all.
Nah, no, he needs to be better in the big games, definitely, and hopefully be Sunday. He'll be a player we'll be looking at as a match winner. Sakala, I mean, you're looking at the
He's a
chances he
minnow.
missed. You're looking at the offsides. Aye, you just
I,
you do wonder, does he even know what football is half the time?
I die because I'm seeing it. Everyone's saying the exact same thing, like we all say all the time. Just the basics you can't seem to do. But then if it's like a wonder strike, you'll 10 out of 10 for it. And I'm like, how is that possible? Like, it should be that should be a goal all day long. It should be an all.
Oh, aye, there's no problem,
Long.
no question about
That should be a goal. But I just think sometimes he's absolutely dug to watch his shot.
that. No, I know.
He is just. He blows my mind sometimes, as I say, man. Just really shocking for Sakala.
Aye. And collectively as a team, it was just poor, and
It was really
aye,
poor.
it kind of just cemented the league to be done now.
Absolutely. And then obviously Ravi Matondo comes on. I'm thinking to myself, you know what, we've got no other option, but let him cook. Let him cook. Just let him cook.
To be fair, again, the guy done himself no
oh,
problems. Again, he came on and he played decent.
I'd have done a
And what was a
handstand.
poor performance. I thought he done all right. I would have done a handstand in the stadium if he scored an all.
Aye, that if he had scored that goal, mate, I thought, oh, but no, but
He's
just
a guy. He just needs to keep getting
another one.
opportunities.
No, he's another one that you have to look at as well. Look at his age and look at what he's probably been through. Do you know what I mean?
I know that's.
You know
I
what I mean,
never.
mentally?
Obviously, he's not been great in a Rangers shirt, but I mean, it's been a poor season and in the whole. Like, who's going to come in here and at 21, maybe with his confidence, going to make an impact in the team? Like, he's obviously going to be short of confidence, but it looks like he's coming back into his own now, and hopefully we can get to see a bit more by the end of the season.
Just something I would say to him is don't skip leg day, bro. Don't skip leg day. Leg day's important.
But aye, that was Aberdeen. Quickly moving on. After that, Stewart Robertson, the Specky deviant, is now out the club. After this season ends, right enough. But aye, it's nice to see that the fans' voices were heard, and the pressure got too much, and all these dafties are going to now be leaving the club, and hopefully we'll be moving in the right direction now. Obviously, the two people stepping into the roles, John Bennett, James Bisgrove, have all been here before. They've been part of this board. You just hope now that they've got ideas that they can go and make on, take embrace, and take the club to a new sort of level, because we've been stale, and we've been stale by Stewart Robertson, Ross Wilson, and Douglas Park, who are all now gone. So it can only obviously mean positive things that he's away. I mean, 7 years, I can't believe that's how long he's been at this club, overseen some absolute shambles of seasons. He's still remained at the club. And what I found really funny, I put a tweet out about it as well. On the website, John Bennett says, "Oh, he's a lifelong Rangers fan, and we look forward to welcoming him back to Ibrox." Nah,
No,
we don't.
Nah,
we don't ever look forward to welcoming you back to Ibrox, Stuart Robertson. I'm sorry, but you're a dafty, and I'm happy he's gone. You just, as I said, you just hope the board in charge now for next season don't make the same mistakes.
No, you hope they don't, and hopefully we kick on for here, because it's been too many seasons where we've not strengthened when we should have strengthened. We've not done what we should have done, you know what I mean? And finally, we've got the people out, you know what I mean? The people's voices have been heard, and the three that we've got out so far are gone, and hopefully no coming back, Jack, because he will definitely not be welcome back at Ibrox.
Nah, this guy's a clown. I mean, the whole thing happened. I probably think Motherwell away game it was really, really big with the banners and all of that. Like, the full away end basically was packed out with the time for change stuff and all the banners with these two
And then his
on
comments, you see his comments when he said, and I'm like, come here.
I think that was it, to be honest. I think that whole sort of
Douglas
display
Park
done it.
song and all. I'm out.
I think again they'll
Probably.
probably follow suit. But glad to see the back of this cunt. And hopefully we don't get charged millions and
Oh,
millions
quality,
for
yeah.
Champions League tickets in the coming seasons. But transfer rumours now. So a couple of rumours came out last night and the day. Jack Butland apparently close to agreeing
Take him.
a contract with Rangers. 100% taking him. 30-year-old. He's obviously spent a lot of years in the Premier League. Was he at Leeds before?
I think he was.
I'm sure he was at Leeds
I think he was.
at the very start of his career.
Yeah.
Um, but obviously it's not really went to plan for him over the years, either through injuries or just not being fancied or whatever. But I think the smartest thing that we could possibly do is go and get a
Yeah, keep
decent
it
enough
alive.
goalkeeper for free, and it looks like we're going to get one in Jack Butland too. Again, at 30, he'll need to continue to play games. I've seen a lot of debates why he's not played the many games and all that, but he's
No
going to have a
dedicated
full
to
full
him,
pre-season behind him.
so,
He's going to be in at the right time, and he's going to hopefully make that number one shirt his own. So I'm positive about this signing. I think it's decent business. I know a lot is like, maybe we could go and explore different markets and stuff, but when there's one right in your doorstep, a decent enough goalkeeper, you're going to go and take that.
Listen, I don't know. He's going to have to fight Al McGregor for that number one jersey for like the next 10 seasons.
What is he going to go to Al McGregor's house and get it? Or something? Al
He's
McGregor
got
better be
to.
setting his feet up.
Aye. Aye. No, he's a really, listen, it's a no-brainer for me. Just that it makes all the right sense in the world. The guy who probably wants game time, he's going to get game time. He will be the number one. There's no question about it. Robbie McCrory can't even find his way out the changing room, let alone get game time. So,
I
aye,
know. No,
it's
hopefully for the end of the season for him, we'll start to
oh,
actually get.
well, I'd love for McCrory to get the rest of the games, but we don't see it. McGregor's going to get it. But no, Butland would be a really top signing. I remember a couple of years at Palace where he was a real top
Mhm.
goal in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? So I definitely would someday we should be getting in the door in the summer for free.
Aye, definitely. That's a positive one. Not so positive though has been Kieran Dowell. I just think this guy looks like Todd Cantwell and all. Like, yeah, he
What?
just his face. Just I don't know. Obviously plays with Norwich at the moment. Kieran Dowell's came through Everton's youth academy,
Yeah.
broke through into the first team. Don't think he played too much games. He was out on loan at Wigan. Actually played with Leon Balogun at Wigan. Funnily enough. An attacking midfielder, 25 years old. This season at Norwich, obviously they're kind of having an up and down season. I don't think they're looking to get promoted or anything, but they're comfortable in the Championship anyway for staying up. 25 appearances, 5 goals and 3 assists. He's currently out with an injury as well, which again, all those they add up. We've got a half decent player for the Championship. He's English, an attacking midfielder that doesn't really score goals or assist, and he's injured. So I mean, it fits the bill for what we signed.
Aye.
So,
Aye.
not nothing against the player, of course. Like I just don't
No,
think it's the kind of. I just don't think it's a good signing personally.
no.
Even on a free, I just struggle to find any positives with this one.
I mean, I'm still trying to get over the fact you said it looks like Tom Cadwell. I do not see it at all. But
I'm struggling to go over you calling him Tom.
well, aye, sorry, aye, yeah, no, no, but I don't think he's, I don't think he's any. No, mate, I wouldn't say him at all, mate. It's just one.
It's another
It's
Bosman,
just
obviously. Like,
aye. It's just one of the rumours, isn't it? It's just we're gonna get linked with everyone. You know, we will in the summer. It's just gonna be linked with this guy, linked with this guy. I don't. Nah, you're
look,
not.
but as Michael Beale obviously said when we signed Raskin and Cantwell, they've slotted into our first team, no bother. They're starters. Butland obviously would come in and be a starter. Does this guy really come in and play over a
Nah,
fit Tom Lawrence, a fit Todd Cantwell? If we keep Malik Tillman, again, any other players that will appear, because obviously we're only allowed to speak to players that are going to be out of contract. So obviously there's going to be more players in the summer that will go and have look at and hopefully put bids in for. But I don't know, at 25 as well, like maybe if he was a bit younger, 22 years old or something, maybe buying into that potential for free and trying to then move him on. But I don't know, this one personally just isn't for me.
nah, he's not for me at all, mate. Keep it short and sweet. Nah, you're alright. I'll pass on it, as you say. Yeah,
I
he's
don't
not.
think that the support have been too positive about it either. I put out a tweet about it, basically just detailing the news, and I made sure to put he has a knee injury at the moment. He's currently out injured.
Key
So I
facts, key
guess
facts, important facts. No, you're all right, mate. As I say, I don't. I know we're going to get linked with everyone and anyone this summer because obviously, I mean, Bill's looking to bring in how many ever he wants to bring in, but you're all right. There's
the only positive of this one is you could get him for free, and he'll go into the he'll be an option. I don't know, man. It's just if we sign him, obviously you get behind them, but not for me personally. And then obviously you move on to the game on Sunday. Literally the last chance saloon. It's literally Beale should
All
be
or
standing in
nothing.
front of all of these players with their contracts, just ready to rip them if they don't perform in this game, because it's this is basically what we've waited for the full time. We really wanted to go into it, obviously, with a victory on a bit of positivity, but it's just been negativity all week, really. Obviously boosted with Stewart Robertson leaving. There's been a bit of a dopamine boost in the brain, but I just struggle to even get up for this game, to be honest with you.
Well, it's you say it's all or nothing, mate. It's just we know players are fighting. We say no, we know players are fighting for the future, but I don't know if they are really. To be fair,
Are
but
they
I just
fighting for the future? Or are they just waiting for the season to be done so they can fuck off? I probably think the second option, to be fair.
second one definitely. Still got to just got to give it everything. This is the way it is. You know what I mean? We're fighting for this game, get through, and hopefully win the Scottish Cup. And it's a sad state of affairs. Obviously, with like more in the bank. But you just start to struggle to
I
think.
think if we lose this game as well, I think it will bring some maybe unnecessary pressure onto Michael Beale, because I mean that's 3 Old Firm
Well,
games now.
for
If
me,
you
I
don't win any of
definitely.
them,
We've got to win the Old Firm. It's the deciding game for any Old Firm manager, really. Do you know what I mean? You've got to win it. Also, it depend on who brings in the summer as well. Depend if he's here by Christmas time as well, in terms of Bill as well. But we'll see. I don't know. There is definitely going to be pressure on him. Know if he can't get this one, as you say. So
aye, because that's like obviously Gio lost his first game. Like we were really poor, and then obviously we went and won this exact fixture a year ago, the semi final in the Scottish Cup, and it sort of you felt a bit of relief. Then you were like, "Nah, right, we can go and build, and we can go and then it never really went to plan after that. I think we get beaten every other Old Firm game under Gio. So these games really do mark how good of a manager you'll be for Rangers. Beale's obviously a draw and a defeat. We need to win this game. It's just basically what we've said since the round was announced for the semi final. We need to win. You go into the final, I think we either Ayr or Falkirk. So you're looking at that, and that's obviously a winnable
let's lose
game.
the final if we go through.
We'll probably lose anyway, but obviously you're
Aye.
looking at it and you're like, right, we should be favourites going in there. This is realistically the final. This is where you really need to show up.
You get their legs up, Tillman, for 90 minutes, son. And
Aye.
no cute passing. I want dirtiness. You hear me? I want you drop kicking him. Get him off the screen. I can't go him. Aye, but
I read a stat as well the day we've not scored the first goal in an Old Firm game since Aaron Ramsey scored back last year. I think has there
that's
been about 4 or 5 Old Firms since then, maybe more. Real. We've said it so many times. I've said it so many times. We're just so nervous in these games. I just want us to go and just turn up and just show right. We're here to fucking win the
maybe
game.
guts play with a bit of gusto.
Aye.
That's what you want, Jack. You want the
At least
performance.
it'd make me really happy. Obviously, it would if Rangers win this game, but if we just go there and just go and batter Celtic, just for once, just go and batter fuck out them, please. If there's any game that you had to do it, finish the season with some silverware, and
A bit
you
of
can
pride as well.
finally a bit of pride for the shirt. Like you don't want to be known as a jobber, I would imagine, if you're a Rangers player. And frankly, if the team lose this game, a lot of them are going to be under that mark, and it's basically just going to lead to us obviously being really unhappy with the squad and wanting players out and all that. But I mean, if we win the game, it's like no, least exact. If you turned up, right, like fair enough. But the team for this one, if I could pick a team, I don't think I'd even pick half the players. But going with what Beale's going to pick,
Same
and
backline.
I've put what I want to play. I cannot watch John Lundstrom play this game. Please just play Kamara. He's there. Just play him. I think that will be probably the team. Raskin's obviously nursing an injury. Like if he's injured, we're absolutely gubbed because he's like really the only competent midfielder we've had since he's came in. And the rest of the team, as we say, kind of picks itself apart for the centre half position. We could go either Davies or Suter. Personally, for me, it's Suter, but
I'm don't care. I'm putting my neck out in the line. I'm going to say it. Start Rabbi. Start him.
there's literally no
What you
problem
got
to
to
do that.
lose? What are you
exactly.
going to lose? Start him. There's
Like what I thought watching the game at Aberdeen was like, obviously he's got blistering pace and he's obviously got the talent and uh, he'll have gained confidence for the last two showings he's had off the bench. Him and Kent could really cause some problems down the wings. Like we've got Tillman and Cantwell, who are obviously really creative players, don't really have much pace, and I just think again shoving one of them out wide will just be a let a man down. So again, I'm not opposed to putting Matondo in for this game. You've got nothing to lose. These are what these players were signed for. If you can't go and play in an old firm game, like why are you even here?
yeah, exactly.
So
Also,
I'm
you
not opposed to that at all.
got to think about Morelos and Kent. Maybe if it is, you know what I mean, the end of the road for the two of them. You want to be able to say you're left with a wee bit more silverware as well. You know what I mean? Let's give it.
Definitely. And we literally won this trophy last year. You don't want to fucking go and get to Celtic now. You want to go
No,
and retain the cup that you won. So,
yeah.
aye, it's literally all on the line. I mean, you look, McGregor will be done after this season. I mean, Tavernier will probably be here. Goldson, Suter, Barisic hopefully will be gone. Raskin will be here. Kamara will be away. Kent Morelos will be away. So
Did
you've
a
got half the
camera.
team. Hmm?
You know we did a camera.
Camera. Aye, no. A lot of these players will be gone. It's literally last chance saloon. Go and finish the season with a bit of pride and finish our Rangers career with a bit of pride. Because if we get beat off Celtic again, it's
In a
just
dreamland,
disaster.
I'm seeing these slides at Hampden Park. I'm seeing the top getting ripped. You know what I mean? One last time, Alfie again is the silverware there. No, but no, I'll just go and give it everything you've got. If Connor Goldson's fit, it's a massive plus because you can't watch Dumb and Dumber play at the back there. It'll be concerning if they
Aye,
to the start. I really will be concerned. And as you say, if Lundstrom starts as well, I don't know what. I think I'll throw my toaster out the window. No, I would just play with Tondo, man. Just go for it. I don't care anymore. Just go for it. I don't care who starts, really. Just go and win the game. Going to just
aye,
going to go and go win the game. Get us through and get a bit of silverware. If, as you say, finish the season with a bit of pride and then go and build on it. Especially for Michael Beale, as we said here. Going to be, you're automatically putting yourself under pressure if you don't win these games. So
aye.
definitely, and to get him a bit of silverware and kick on. You know what I mean? Let's kick on now and with the signings coming in the summer, let's get a bit of positivity going about. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely, and that's really all you can say about it. It's been a poor week, obviously with the result, but hopefully we can
I just
finish the end of the week strong.
just looking at that picture of Beale, it's like he's picking his wee thing off his face.
I know, I know. That was the only photo I could find that actually somebody looked depressed in.
Aye.
So I had to put that one in. But it's been poor. Hopefully we can pick up and get a win against Celtic and finish the season with a bit of pride. But that's been it for us. Let us know in the comments your team, what you think about the two possible signings. Stewart Robertson's departure, obviously, and everything else we've talked about in this episode. Give a comment. We'll get back to you, and we'll be back next week with another one, hopefully with some positive news. But we'll see you then.